Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Biblical Fiction Buffs podcast. My name is Jenna Van Mourik, and today we're going to be talking about what to get for the biblical fiction lover in your life for Christmas. Christmas is right around the corner. A lot of places are starting to come to that deadline of shipping, and if you want it delivered by Christmas, and all of that kind of stuff. So obviously I can't make any guarantees here, but I did just want to shout out a few different businesses and things and ways to support biblical fiction authors and things to maybe either put on your Christmas list or maybe save for next year Christmas or birthday, or if you're looking to bless someone in your life that is a fan of biblical fiction, these are going to be just a few ideas of what to get someone who enjoys this genre for Christmas. So the first and probably the most obvious option on my list of what to get a biblical fiction book fan for Christmas is in fact a biblical fiction book. So there's a lot that have been recently released. There's a lot that's coming out. Jill Smith has a book coming out in February that you could give someone as a pre-order. Tessa Afshar recently had The Hidden Prince come out, and as you know, that's the book we're currently discussing in the Biblical Fiction Buffs book club. So if you enjoy Old Testament fiction, or you're a fan of Tessa Afshar, or you want to jump into the book club for the first time, that's a great one as well. But I did specifically want to shout out Dana McNeely, who is an author of biblical fiction, whose second book in her Whispers on the Wind series is recently released or pre-order for the ebook, I believe, but the paperback I think you can get now. Whirlwind is Whispers on the Wind book 2, and you can pre-order the ebook now, or you can get the paperback right away. And it is the sequel to Rain, which is a book we previously read for Biblical Fiction Buffs that was amazing and so many of you guys loved and we raved about for weeks and weeks on end. And the book summary is a king's downfall and a love that transcends war. Spurned by potential suitors, Miriam travels to Jezreel to care for her cousin's son. There, the precocious 7-year-old works his way into her heart. When Aramaeans swarm the land like locusts, Miriam focuses on the safety of her young ward, but promises adventures beyond the city walls when the war ends. Gershon, a quiet and kind vintner, is happily building a life for his wife, son, and aging parents, but when his wife dies during childbirth and war looms on the horizon, he must make a decision. Will he take a new wife before his heart can mend? Meanwhile, Dove, a young officer, crosses paths with the bird girl he remembers from the past. That she is a beautiful woman matters not, as he is a career soldier. Unexpectedly charged with leading Ahab's army against the Aramaeans, Dove anticipates death and defeat in Samaria, but when a prophet pledges victory, Dove vows to fight to the end. When an unlikely victory brings freedom, a bright future seems imminent. Then one afternoon, Miriam witnesses a tragedy and must flee with the boy to keep them both safe. With henchmen on their trail, will they find refuge and her heart the home she's longed for? So Dana McNeely is an incredible author. Her previous book focusing on the widow and Elijah and that story is so good and so interesting. So you could buy them both, or you could just buy the second book because that's out now and available. So I did just want to give that a really quick shout out because she is so incredible and such a sweet, lovely, kind person. So definitely, obviously, books, but more specifically, if you're looking to get something maybe a bit more personal or a bit more imaginative than just like an Amazon Kindle gift card, I do have a couple of different small business ideas for you and just different ideas. So bookmarks are, of course, a great option for readers, and you can find a lot of great ones on Etsy. Another thing is mugs and apparel, and a lot of different authors have merch available for their books, which you can usually find by going to their pages. If you have a favorite author and you don't know, just, go find their website and maybe look into that. I personally offer merch, and it's if you go to my website, authorjennavanmourik.com, and then select the menu button that says shop or merch, you'll be taken to my merch store. And I have a few different biblical fiction buffs and biblical fiction related designs that I think a lot of people will enjoy. The first one is the I just want to stay home and read biblical fiction design. That is a picture of a book with the hand lettered text kind of design. And that's available on a mug, which, who doesn't love sitting down and reading a book with a good cup of tea or coffee in my case, and on a sticker and on apparel like crew necks and t-shirts and sweatshirts. Also on the website available is the Biblical Fiction Buffs design on apparel, as well as the Biblical Fiction Buffs quote unquote ugly Christmas sweater design, which is our newest design, and that one's really, really fun as well. It's got the Biblical Fiction Buffs logo on it, and it's like a Christmas sweater kind of design, and it's really great if you've got a Christmas party you want to go to or something along those lines. And then we also have our bags, our accessory pouches that have the Biblical Fiction Buffs logo on them, and those are great pencil cases or maybe carrying cases for really small books, but great for pencils and highlighters if you're the kind of person that likes to annotate books. That could also be a fun gift idea, is like a pencil carrying pouch with like bookmarks and highlighters, and giving someone like a stationery set like that could be a really fun gift. But all of those little accessory pouches are also available on my website. And then of course there are stickers. We have the Biblical Fiction Buffs logo as a sticker, I Just Want to Stay Home and Read Biblical Fiction as a sticker, and then different designs and quotes from my own biblical fiction books, Jerusalem's Daughter out now and Antioch's Daughter coming soon. So that's it for me. That's the end of all the self-promotion and plugs there. But now I just want to highlight a couple of other small businesses and fun ideas for people who are looking to shop for the biblical fiction fan in their life. And I wanted to really quick give a shout out to Life and Lit. Ashton Doro is an author over at lifeandlitblog.com, and she has published 2 novels in her Royals of Acuniel series, which I think I'm pronouncing correctly, and she's also published a couple of biblical fiction short stories as well on Christmas and the Nativity, as well as Easter and the Resurrection and Resurrection Sunday. But she has on her website, lifeandlitblog.com, a Life and Lit boutique that has mugs and apparel and notebooks and those kinds of things, mostly based on her books and quotes from her books and her series. But there's also some really fun writing related mugs on there, and fiction related things and apparel and that kind of stuff that could be really fun for the biblical fiction fan or for the book fan in your life. She's got hats that say author and reader, and t-shirts and sweatshirts and those kinds of things. And my personal favorite design is the one that says "Write for His Glory," which is, my mission, and a lot of Christian authors I know is their mission as well. So if you know a writer in your life, that could be really fun too as a gift. Write for His Glory. It's on apparel, it's on mugs. She's also got notebooks that spiral journals with different quotes and different designs on them as well. So again, just a really fun website, particularly for writers. And she's also got stickers and apparel as well. That are fun to check out. And then the last thing that I really, really wanted to give a shout out to is Brenna from ellieandgrace.com. And she makes these amazing t-shirts with scripture designs on them and kind of, worship inspired designs. And they're so comfortable. I have so many and I wear them pretty much every day. I kind of joke that it's like my work uniform for writing. I love getting the long sleeve t-shirts and wearing those around the house, and especially in wintertime, it really just never gets old. But she's got a lot more than just t-shirts and apparel on her site. And while it's not technically biblical fiction focused, it is Bible focused, which I think is where a lot of that kind of intersects. And you could put together a really fun gift for someone who's interested in Christian fiction or biblical fiction by visiting her website. So, of course, she has stickers, scriptural-based stickers, Christmas stickers, stickers with, inspirational quotes and worship song kind of quotes and stuff on them, as well as journals. And Bibles as well, journaling Bibles. So there's journals and there's journaling Bibles, and they're really, really beautiful. And they come in NLT and ESV and CSB, and they've got some gorgeous, colorful designs and pastel kind of designs on there as well. And that's ellieandgrace.com. So again, those are just a few different smaller businesses, my own business, and different things like that where you could order someone a gift for Christmas. I also really quickly wanted to share that another great option is to get someone a signed book. A lot of authors at this time of year have leftover stock from events they've done. I myself have leftover stock. And if you message them or reach out to them or kind of do your research, you'll find that a lot of them are doing signed copy sales, and you can usually get someone a personalized book, which could be fun, especially if it's an author they love or a book they love, and you can get them a special personalized signed copy to maybe add to their collection. That can be a really special gift. I'm personally selling signed copies this month, and I'm donating 15% of the proceeds from that to charity, and that also applies to sales from my merch store and sales of my books and journals online. So if you look up Jenna Van Mourik on Amazon or visit my merch store or message me about getting a signed copy, 15% of that money from this Christmas time season, from this month, goes to charity, and you can learn more about that on my page at Jenna Van Mourik. But yeah, those are just a few ideas. If you have ideas as well, be sure to leave them in the comments if that is an option on today's episode, and share with everyone about your favorite books or books you'd recommend people to get for Christmas, or your favorite small businesses and merch stores for buying things like bookish mugs, writing related mugs, and all those kinds of things, and bookmarks and whatnot. So thank you again so much for listening. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys more about all the biblical fiction things coming in 2023, and happy reading!